from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
Texans first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, that could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Who wants some?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon Cook.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To Johnson again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to
Duke Johnson. Touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Merciless.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 9. First down, KC.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
On the carry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 4.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Is good.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
28-yard gain.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, 31 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
Chiefs.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 7.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 93 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Is good.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to Duke Johnson.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Second and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Watson off play action. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On first down, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
15-yard line.
On second down, it's Johnson, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
The kick is good. Makes the score Texans 27, Chiefs 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
5-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 2. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Just like that. Just like that. Mark check 30-15.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay. Sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, his second sack of the night. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10.
38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's second and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. At the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Second and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They're targeting it. Their first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down,
that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And it's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
His own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you have a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Texans 40, Chiefs 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
26, Damian.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Lonnie Johnson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That's good.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Brings up 2nd.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelce. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Travis Kelce.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Williams.
Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
With the handoff.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Showtime today,
Williams loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson. And some room to work. And all the way down to the the 39.
Johnson, the ball
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've been picking up good yardage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Tonight's final score, Texans.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Houston, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.